Hey guys, I'm Randy Romero with the Lovely Law Firm. You are watching the Carolina Justice Report. I'm here with attorneys Sarah Austin and Amy Lawrence, and we are doing a deep dive back into the Murdaugh murders.
Right. One of the things also that is super weird is that they removed his name from the caption. So it would be the estate of Gloria Satterfield plaintiff versus the Murdaugh family, Alec Murdaugh and Maggie Murdaugh, whoever that may be, as the defendants. And his name and Maggie's name are not on there. It just says Henry Satterfield, I think.
Yeah, they totally took them out of it when they were so involved in it, which
Right.
is just... I would like to know
Unheard
what was
of.
said in that room and how that happened. Because I can't even, the judges I have the best relationships with, I cannot imagine walking to the room and being like, Judge, settlement's great, just sign here. They'd be like, are you crazy?
Yeah. Have you lost your damn mind?
You're going to explain
Get your ass out there and get it
you're gonna
scheduled. Right. That's just not going to happen.
Explain yourself. Where's the personal
Right.
representative? What is this even about? They would have went into all those questions.
Man.
And so we've just got the bank guy's testimony at this point. And so it's hard to know. I don't want to go out and say that she just did everything wrong, but I think it just is really a testament to how much trust was put into this firm and into Alec Murdaugh and him and his position for so long that no one even
Questioned it.
had a second thought about doing what he said.
Yeah. So
Even a
what are we
judge.
waiting on at this point? Of course, folks, stay with us because we'll follow up on this story as it evolves. But what should we be looking for in the future as things come out? Kind of a verdict
I
for
think
Corey,
that we're
maybe?
all wondering about the murder of Maggie and Paul, right? So Alec, and I think that everybody probably knows this, but Alec's wife and son were murdered at his home at Murdaugh. And we're still wondering what happened.
Yeah.
What happened?
And did it
to
have
them?
anything to do with this big financial mess that they were in?
Right. We learned that Maggie had hired a forensic accountant to look at their money and their assets. We know that Paul was being sued and was facing a boating under the influence with death for the death of Mallory Beach.
And they would all be held liable for that, right? Because it was his
Right.
parents' boat. So they were all
On the
sort
hook.
of Paul was being, again, criminally charged for the boating under influence, but his family was potentially on the hook for her death civilly, so owing Mallory Beach's family a lot of money and everyone else who was injured on that boat.
Right. One of the things also that has come up recently is the court put a conservatorship into place to take over to make an accounting of all the assets of Alec Murdaugh and to stop any, he's in charge of everything, took control of everything. And one of the deals is with that is that Alec Murdaugh can't do anything with any of his assets. Everything's frozen. And after that was set in place, he did a letter, and I'm not sure exactly what it's called because we don't do a lot of probate stuff. We get probate attorneys to handle that. We know our wheelhouse. But essentially, he disinherits himself. So Maggie owned the home, Moselle, 100%. It was in her name. It was deeded in her name, which is not uncommon in marital situations, especially when one's a doctor or a lawyer, in case it just insulates. And so Alec inherited the home 100%. And so he disinherited himself. So he wrote a letter saying, I disinherit myself. I don't want anything having to do with Maggie's. And in doing that, he's trying to give the money to his son, and it keeps any of the creditors from the people he stole from getting it. And so he's been called out, and he's being held, he's got a contempt charge hanging over his head as well.
Wow.
There's
Well,
so
thank you
much.
both for chatting about this today.
Yeah.
Again, we are going to stay on this and update you all. And of course, you can watch our next episode, which is all about where is the money going? Where's all this money, right?
Where's the money?
You guys can follow us on any social media channel. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all over the place. And of course, you can head to justiceslovely.com as well to visit the Lovely Law Firm, and we can answer any questions that you have law-wise as well. Thanks so much for watching the Carolina Justice Report today.
When life gets ugly, justice is lovely.